YTPC Padre coming to you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube saying, hey there, YouTube Pipe community, blessed to be able to come to you live this afternoon over these virtual airwaves. Now, let me see here. That's the way things are supposed to look. And right over here, that little black box, that's Professor Walker. Except he ain't in the black box, and I'm still trying to get a hold of him. But I did indeed want to make sure that we got on the virtual airwaves for 4 o'clock. So we're just going to assume that, let's get us back here with just boxless. It's just me. Let me click on over and see who we have online with us today, and somebody can give me the A-OK that they are hearing me and such. So let me turn the old phone down so I don't hear that noise. I don't want to hear myself speaking. It looks like, according to this here calculations, that we have 13 people online with us at the moment. Let me find my live chat. There it is. All right. Skip and Kane. Hello, Father. Hello, Steph and Skip. Did I say Skip and? I don't know what I said. Long day, folks. Let's see. We got JMZ56 with us. Yardism in the house. Hello there, my friend. Pittsburgh Piper, who put out a video just within the last 24 hours with a beautiful second Dunwoody. What is it called? The Golden Corral? No, that's not what it's called. Did I say seconds Dunwood? No, what is it? It's a second Dunhill. Dunhill seconds. Good Lord. I need coffee. All right, let's see who else we got with us here. Armchair Piper's with us. You can hear. Thank you, sir, for letting me know. Evening, Johnny Osprey in Rhode Island. What's up? Okay, good in Scotland. Excellent. Now, all we have to do is find Professor Walker. Does anybody know where Professor Walker is? Because, let me see how I was communicating with him before. That was over on the Instagram, and he has not answered me. You know, if something can go wrong, it will. And we sent him, there's more than one of me, sent him an email. Let me check and see if he has looked at that email. Not getting any response from that either, because he'll need to click a link in his email. Prof, if you're watching this, check your dag-blasted email. Check your email and then click the link, and what that will do is allow me to put you in the box right there, and you can be joining the show. So I think we may have Briar Report. I hope we have Briar Report on with us as well. Phil, if you could let me know if you're out there. Oh my goodness, lots more people checking in here. Philip King, Stony Lawn Cottage Pipe, Black Phoenix, Yardisms, VJazz 79. Yes, he is making pipes at a fever pitch. Tobacco Pipes International, God bless you, my friend. Good to see you with us today. CJP Pipe Rescue LLC, he's on Cali time. I know, that's why I told him Central Time. So what is it? It's in the 2 o'clock hour over there. So, Phil's with us. All right, front and center, because Phil was kind enough to keep the database and to sponsor this in that he gave us a linking page to go to and such. So appreciative. Now, he also sent me some email. So I'm going to read this as I go, because unfortunately, I've had meetings all day long, and as always, something happens where something goes long. The last meeting went a little longer than I needed it to, which delayed me in being able to try and get in touch with Prof and get things set up. And I haven't checked email, but I did see a Breyer report sent some out. So let me see what this says. Padre, if you read this before your live show, well, crap. I thought of a good idea. Your drawing is for the person who guesses closest without going over. If the person actually guesses the number exactly on the nose, the Breyer report will add a Caribe lighter. I hope I said the name of that correctly. Is it Caribe? Is that how it's pronounced? Someone out there who knows better, let me know, because outside of my imitation old boy, you know what I usually use. The dollar store special, baby. All right, let's see. Let me continue this. The Breyer report will add a Caribe lighter from the pipe nook to go with their new WPC pipe. All right, hold on. If the person actually guesses the number exactly on the nose, wow. So that would be extra cool if someone correctly guesses the number spot on. They're going to also win compliments of Breyer report from the pipe nook. They're going to get a Caribe lighter. That is actually pretty awesome. Phil is over there saying hello to Steph and not helping me to know whether or not I even said the brand name of that correctly. We're going to go with Caribe. Caribe. Because I'm hooked on phonics. Help me out here, Phil. Did I say it right? It's Caribe? And that's actually really cool. We got 27 people online here, and one of them is not Professor Walker. All right. Now, as if that wasn't cool enough, that generous offer from Breyer Report that he is going to send the winner a Caribe pipe from the pipe nook if the guess is spot on. That's really cool. Let me see what else here. Phil sent me another email. This one is 42 pages long. Bear with me as we wait for the professor. Attached or embedded somewhere in this email is the final list of everyone entered in your giveaway. I'm also sending this link to Professor Walker since he'll be on with you. Well, that was the rumor. It was the rumor that Professor would be joining me and can act as an independent third party to make sure the correct winner is revealed. He can also vouch for the fact that we actually have a list and just aren't making things up. My goodness, does this collar not get any respect anymore? Why would I make this up? I hear you. You can't be too careful. And for those who are wondering, no, Dominion has nothing to do with the way we collected this data. I can promise you that. Let's see. Before you begin, I wish I would have read my email sooner. Let me just quickly read through this paragraph silently before I say it out loud and say something dumb. You may want to figure out what you're going to do in the event that a number is drawn and there are multiple winners. Oh my. Okay, I did mumble that out loud. In the event that a number is randomly generated, which creates multiple winners. Now remember, we're going to randomly draw a number 1 through 1,000,000. Whoever is closest without going over. So let's say, for argument's sake, you picked 10. And we draw the number 9. You're disqualified because you went over. Okay, so there's an over-under built in here that favors the under. So the person who is closest to the drawn number without going over is the winner. Now, the possibility that Phil is raising here is that there could be multiple winners. Because believe it or not, there are some replications in picks of numbers. let's see. Let's see. The only winner is to it. I assume you will not draw right away. I will assume you will not draw right away, but give people time to come on and join in. Yeah. So we're about 12 or 13 minutes into this, and we're not drawing yet because I cannot find Professor Walker. And if anybody has some better contact information other than an email address or an Instagram message on Prof, if you would tell him, go check his dang blasted email and click the link so I can bring him on, well, that would be doing me a big favor. Let me check back in here and see what we got. We got 33 people online at the moment. And someone's talking about clickbait. Oh, my Lord. This is not clickbait. I'm assuming that's going to be out of context. Yardism says Caribe, Latakia, Latakia, tomato. All right. That comes on the heels of Briar Report saying spot on. I don't know which version of the pronunciation was spot on. I'm going with Caribe. And again, Briar Report has upped the ante for the winner here. If the person that is, if the number drawn matches an entry that gives a person a winner and that number is spot on, then what's going to happen is compliments of Briar Report via the Pipe Nook, Eddie Gray's place. They're going to also win a Caribe lighter. That's just really cool. Really cool. All right. Let me keep reading this email here as we attempt to locate Professor Walker and pray that he has not been beamed aboard by aliens that have landed somewhere in the fine state of California. All right. Phil has offered here, he says, if you need some fun little tidbits that you can share with people while you're waiting. It's as if Phil is a prophet and knew that I would not have the prof lined up here. So I'm just going to go with it. All right. If you need some tidbits, here's some Padre Piper giveaway trivia. The lowest guess was 3. The highest guess was, I'm sorry, I think that's higher than 1 million. Is that correct, Phil? Was the highest guess higher than 1 million? Because I thought it was really simple. A number between 1 and 1 million. Now, listen, I went to public school, but I do think the number that you wrote here for the highest guess is higher than 1 million. So, Briar Report, if you could let me in on that. Am I reading this correctly? To me, that number is 30,292,725. And if you entered that number, not only have you gone over and thus disqualified you, you've gone over 1 million, which totally throws you out of any chance of winning. Way higher. Way higher, Briar Report says. Okay. My goodness. Let's continue. So the lowest guess was 3. Definitely a Trinitarian in the bunch. And the highest guess disqualified themselves by picking 30 million plus. 30,292,725. Oh, goodness. Wait. It printed on the back page. Okay, note. We did offer the entrant the opportunity to cure their guess, and they decided to let it stand. All right. Huh. If I were inclined to use a strange funny face like you do, I'd insert it here. All right. I'm sorry. They apparently just wanted to say that they were supporting this and didn't want to win. And that's okay. Let's see. There were 3 numbers guessed by multiple people. That blows my mind. Except, in a moment, I'm going to tell you the number that was picked by 2 people, and it probably won't blow your mind so much when I tell you what it is. 860,000. 860,000. So that That doesn't surprise me all that much. God bless the memory of our good friend Matches 860. All right, that was 2 people. 3 people picked the number 333,000, 333,000. That's crazy. That well, I guess it's not. I don't know. These are nice round numbers, and who knows. 5 people actually guessed this number, 777. That's just wild. Okay, there were 4 instances where the numbers were consecutive. 4 instances where the number were consecutive. And I'm not quite sure I know what that means, but let me read. This is the first time I'm reading this email. I do apologize. So you're reading it along with me. 3 and 4. Oh, okay. I guess what he's saying is we've got this large 0, or rather 1 to a million, and there's just, I don't know, total number of entries, but it was 100 plus. We got 42 of them online with us right now. That's good numbers. So there were over 100 people who were participants, that were qualified participants, and there were consecutive guesses. 3 and 4, both of those came in, 3 and 4. 12 and 13 were other consecutive. 13 is a lucky number for somebody other than me. I always like that number. 64 and 65. And 777,776, as well as 777,777. This is fun with numbers, as we still wait for Professor Walker to make himself known to us. And let's see, we've got some other people who have apparently checked in here. As I quickly glance over at the phone, we've got Smoking the Ghost with us, Piano Piper's with us. I don't know if I said hello yet to Mark in Rhode Island. Hello, my friend. Always blessed to see you. Scott D is with us. OBX Piper's with us. Let's see. I believe we acknowledged Armchair Piper already, so I must be semi-caught up. The Smoking the Ghost says this isn't the only jurisdiction that has an APB out for Professor Walker. I don't even want to know what that means. That's funny stuff. Redcoats Returns is with us. Hello, my friend. Such a blessing to have you, as I have I'm running shy. There's a couple of pieces left, but I still reach for some quality chocolate that you sent over my way, and thank you so much for that. Let's see, who else is with us here? I believe I said, Hillbilly Piper is with us. EK341, Burley Nut Bob, and I think I might have hit everyone who has checked in, as we're up to 45 participants, and in just a few moments, with or without Professor Walker, I'm going to have to go ahead and do this. I tell you what, if I don't hear from Professor Walker in the next minute or two, is there anyone online who is able to convert their phone into a camera and microphone, and click a link if I were to email it to you, and would want to do a stand-in for Prof? Anyone respond that if in the next 2 minutes we don't hear from Dan Lopez? Is that you raising your hand? If so, Dan, if you don't mind, the only way I can do this is if you are willing to put your email address down here in the box. Are you willing to do that, Dan Lopez? First of all, was that you saying, yeah, I'll do it? Oh, wait, I realize there's a delay. So when I'm talking, you're hearing what I have said like 10 or 15 seconds later. 5 seconds if it's not too much of a delay. Oh, no, just saying hi. Okay, so no one on here. Don't make me draft somebody, because I will. I'll pick somebody in the draft and force them to come on. In fact, Yardism, Chad, you are a great man. Chad, would you be willing to give me in this comment section here, and if we need to, we can go back and erase it, an email address that I can quickly send a link to you? Okay, and it says show or hide, so I'm going to click hide, but I see what it is, and I am going to hang tight. Chad, just understand that in the event that Professor shows up, you're going to get bumped. Actually, you probably shouldn't even get bumped, but let me type this in. Y'all bear with me. Hang on. Got to do it this way. Let me use two hands. Okay. And I don't want to send you that. That would be horrible. That was actually the code. Let me see, my friend, if I can copy. And I appreciate all of you bearing with me. And now if I can paste that into the email to you. There it is. All right, Yardism. Chad, I just sent you a link. You'll have to do your best imitation of Professor Walker. And I believe you can do it. I do believe that you've got it in you. And if you could... if you could click that link, theoretically, if all goes well, that should bring you up and I can put you in that box. And once you're in the box, I can bring you on board here. So we're going to give a moment or two. Oh, I think he's in the box. Chad, are you with us?
I'm with you, brother.
And for some reason, I'm not hearing sound. So let me see if I can adjust that on my end. I'm assuming you're not muted or anything like that.
It doesn't say I'm muted.
Okay, just bear with me. Could you talk? Say something for me.
Hello, everybody.
Still not hearing you, dag blasted. So hang on a second. It's likely an issue on my end. I see you moving your lips. Did you say something? Yep.
I did.
Still? Okay. Hang tight. I'm going to get this fixed. We'll get your audio working here. I do appreciate you stepping up and stepping in and coming on. And
testing.
Theoretically, if I click that there button, we should be able to hear you. And I'm wondering, Chad, go ahead and talk. I want to see if anybody else is hearing you, if it's just me that's not hearing you.
Testing. Can anybody hear me?
What I'm going to do is turn up my phone for a second. Oh, yeah, so other people are hearing you.
Awesome.
Because I'm hearing you on my phone here. And I'm wondering, Chad, go ahead and talk. I want to see if anybody else is hearing you, if it's just me that's not hearing you. And of course.
Testing. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah. So you're coming through on the signal. For some reason, it's me and my earpiece. Oh, yeah, so other people are hearing you. Which could mean... Because I'm hearing you on my phone here.
Martin.
Chad, go ahead and talk. I'm going to go ahead and silence that again. I think I might know what the problem is. It very well could be. All right. Sounds like I'm paired. And you're still out there. And I'm still not hearing you, but everybody else is. Is that correct? You're hearing me?
I can hear you.
Well, dang blast it. I'm going to check one more source here. Let me see if I hear you now. Say something, Chad.
All right.
Nothing. All right. I'm still not hearing you through my side, but it's going out to the stream. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Chad, is to use sign language so that while you're speaking, any answers that you give to any questions I ask you, you have to also, right? That's the only way I'm going to be able to hear you. Otherwise, I'm going to have to crank up the phone, and if I do that, then it's going to be like a 10-second delay. London calling with Simon is in the house with us. Monty Piper has suggested we try sign language. But you guys are hearing Chad out there, right? Somebody give me the hello, yes, thumbs up, something. Yeah, we're hearing Yardism.
Anybody that
Say
can
something,
hear
Yardism.
me, tell them that I don't know sign language, but I'll do my best.
Yeah. So did we just go Verizon? Can you hear me now, says Donald Hughes. Donald writes his own material. All right. I don't know. You know, it's the best laid plans. What can we say? I'm going to check one more little function over here, and let me do this and do that and do that. And if I do that, we're going to get feedback. So perhaps if I bring it way down. Does that create an echo for people?
Sounds fine to me, but
you can hear it okay? See, I can semi-hear you now. It's just not the ideal way of doing it. The ideal way of doing it would be to send it over to this earpiece, but that doesn't seem to want to be working at the moment.
Professor Walker instead of me.
Well, you know, the only thing I can imagine with that is he's time zone impaired or something, because you know he's over in California, and so maybe he thought 4 o'clock my time was his time. I don't know what on earth he was thinking there.
Maybe he broke the curfew last night and he's in lockdown.
I just master headphones, movie back to headphones, still not hearing you. Okay, well.
If you want to do it solo and boot me off, that's up to you.
No, I'm going to go ahead, and I think that we have given enough time for Professor Walker to come on board, and he hasn't. So I'll do another video with him at some point. I think what we need to do at this point, since we're a half hour into this show, and the technical failings have been monumental, hey, at least it's not anything important like an election, right? So I am obliged by contract to say this. This giveaway is brought to you by Dominion Election Systems. If something can go wrong, it will. That's Dominion. All right. All joking aside, I think we've come to the point where we're going to go ahead and pick a winner. Now, remember, this is an addition that it was very late coming. Breyer Report says he's going to throw in a Caribe lighter from the Pipe Nook if the number that is picked corresponds to the winner and it's a spot on, right? So if the number is 1 million and someone has picked 1 million, that person's also going to get a Caribe lighter from Breyer Report through the Pipe Nook. And I've got one more thing in here I didn't read, and that is this, a Smoking Pipes $25 gift card that Breyer Report is going to give away. And I was, of course, supposed to figure out how to give that away. And did I? Of course not. Of course not. Would I have done my homework in advance? No. So let me see what Phil wrote here. And if he doesn't have a good idea on how to do this, Chad, I may depend on you to help me figure this out. He says, I don't know how you plan to give away the gift card, but I would imagine you might want to limit it to the people who show up on the live show. I think that's a grand idea. So people who are online might be walking out here with a gift card for $25 to Smoking Pipes. If you want them to have something to guess, instead of doing a draw, you might ask them How many entries are prime numbers? Good Lord Almighty. All right. Well, that's going to be it, Chad. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to have folks guess how many entrants were prime numbers. And you can just start throwing that in the comments section right now. Whoever comes closest without going over is going to win that $25 gift card to Smoking Pipes. You're automatically eligible to win that if you're online right now, and in the comments section start putting in how many entrants you think were prime numbers.
If I'm allowed,
and I might add, Phil's a little bit of a math numbers geek. Did you know that about him, Yardism?
I did.
You did?
We share that, yeah.
You too? What is wrong with you people? Says the guy who studies the Bible for a living, right? And we've already got numbers starting to pour in there. All right. So I'm assuming Phil is able to keep track with these entrants. We'll give that away second. But it has come time in this wonderful community of ours that we're going to go ahead and do a random number generator, Chad. I'm going to do it on my phone. You're going to be kind of like, what is that accounting place that does the beauty contest to make sure everything runs smoothly? You don't know what I'm talking about. You know, the ones who oversee. You're not in the beauty contest, are you? Okay. All right, so let me go over to the Google. And I'm going to do a random number generator. I'm going to set my parameters as 1 to 1,000,000. I'm going to test it to see if it's working. It is working. So I've picked a number. This is not the number. I just want people. I'm going to do this on camera. See if you can see that, right? It's set to 1 to 1,000,000. If I hit generate, it's generating numbers, right? Generating numbers. All right. The next time I do this, we're going to go ahead and pick. Are we ready? Are you ready, Chad?
Ready when you are. I'm ready when you are.
Briar Report, are you ready? Now, I'm at a loss here because I turned off that part of my phone. So I'll look over here. He says 2 numbers were very close. Only off by 2. Wow. All right. So we may have to do a split decision. Now, having said that, before I go ahead and hit this number generator for the time that's going to be the real deal, in the event that there are multiple people who come in, let's say it's 5, and 3 people have picked 5, or 3, whatever. What we're going to do then is put those people into a second pool, and then we're going to figure out a way to select one of those as a winner. How are we going to do that? I have no idea. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but there is a possibility with multiples that this can happen. Are you following me, Chad? This is making good sense.
I'm with you.
You with me? Thank you. All right, here we go. Are we ready? I'm going to go ahead and click the generate number, and here it is. I do have access. I can go to this computer. I'm going to be dependent on Briar Report, who's going to tell us who gets this closest, and obviously he's going to have to pour through the data for a moment or two to do that. But here we go. I'm going to hit this number right here, generate, and here's the number, 395,004, 395,004, 395,004. Let me write that down so I can leave the screen. And I'm going to go back on over to YouTube so I can watch on my phone and maybe see what Phil is saying. Professor Walker, are you freaking kidding me? He just says, I hope I win. When did you get in here? Dude, seriously. Have you been online the whole time? What is up? And the winner is not Voodoo Review. Okay. Prof.
Not me.
Seriously. What up, dude? I had to get Yardism, who frankly is quite a pretty good stand-in. He doesn't complain. He just sits back quietly smoking his pipe, looking good on camera. My goodness. Did everyone get to see the pics, though? I mean, the pipe Professor made is just absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't get my computer to work, he said. All right. So, I think what we need to do now is start a GoFundMe for Professor Walker to get a new computer since he couldn't get online here. My goodness. Red Coast Return says, blast, I was 348.92. Well, that I don't know. That puts you under, so that might get you out. Initials results look like Mr. Dan Lopez is the winner. Verifying now. Dan Lopez is online with us, if I'm not mistaken.
Very cool.
So, Dan, stand by there. You may have yourself a beautiful pipe from WPC Pipes. You can find Professor Walker online at WPCPipes.com. He's also online with us now chatting. But my A button is missing. His A button is missing. Chad, that's it. That's the excuse he's given. That his A button is missing. That's why he couldn't come online.
He can't even type his own name.
He can't type his own name. He can't. But the thing is, if he's on his phone, like you got your email on your phone, right? And then you click the link I sent you. And then you turn the phone to point towards you.
Yep.
Wasn't that hard now, was it? Prof, I owe you another show. We'll get you in where, actually, I have better sound working, too. All right. Let's see. Did Breyer Report verify? Verified. Mr. Lopez is the wiener with a guess of 386,418. Padre needs to certify the results. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to go in and open up. So, Prof, I'm going to ask you to, well, you probably can't, can you? Because he sent this email to you as well, so that all three of us could look at it. But let me log in, and just to make it official, I'm going to open up the document that has all the data in it, because we're thorough like that around here.
Since I'm acting as Professor Walker, I would like to congratulate D.N. Lopez. No A.
It is a requirement, sir, that you do your best Professor Walker imitation right now. Impersonate him for a moment while I check this data.
Impersonate Professor Walker.
Yes. I mean, look, his beard is about to compete with yours these days. That guy hadn't shaved in I don't know how long. Funny thing, I'm going to be tangential for just half a second here. I was digging through YouTube the other night, and I came across some of Eddie Gray's old videos, back when Eddie used to shave. And I was looking, I'm like, who is this 12-year-old kid making pipe videos? It was Eddie. He has really, I mean, just, he's embracing his inner Jesus. I don't know. He's got himself a beard going as well. All right. Dan Lopez, I'm going to, let's see. That's right. 386, 418. I can confirm that he is the closest. So I will verify that for you, Phil, Breyer Report. Now, at this point, Donald has retained Sidney Powell. It's already getting legal on us, Chad. You know this stuff just happens like that. And I don't think Redcoat's return, who came very close, I don't know that he has conceded yet. We will wait for that concession because he's online with us. And he's saying Giuliani may challenge this, and I think that what he's signaling there is he's on the other phone getting Giuliani on the line right now. COVID beard, says Armchair Piper. Oh my goodness. Okay, sing Graybo Paradise. Is that an inside joke? That's what Professor Walker says. I think that's for you, Chad. Sing Graybo Paradise.
I don't know if I can impersonate Professor Walker without either offending him or everybody else in the room.
All right, Redcoat's return does say that he officially concedes. We can verify. The desk is now calling it for Dan Lopez as the official winner of the Padre Piper. 5 years on YouTube, 1 million watch time minutes. I will say this to my beloved subscribers. I do love you. I don't know what the heck is wrong with you that you would watch me for the past 5 years and do it for over 1 million minutes. And I'll say this, I wish I had $1 for every minute watched, because you know what I would be doing right now? You wouldn't see me here. You know why? This is work. I'd be retired. That's for sure. How did that happen, Dan Lopez wants to know. I just punched a number without any thought. Guess not thinking is my strong suit. He says not thinking is his strong suit. You got to love a man that doesn't depend on the old noggin.
Yeah,
all right, now,
or he's at least honest.
He's honest, that's right. So listen, that brings us to the fact that we've got that $25 gift card, compliments of Briar Report, to give away. That's going to go to somebody. It's for $25 at Smoking Pipes. So prime numbers. Has everybody entered how many prime numbers they think were actually entered? If not, now is your time to do that. We still got some coming in. Donald Hughes has entered twice. Throw him out. Yeah. All right. Oh, Armchair Piper got it? Is that what we're saying, Briar Report? Let's go to the decision desk at BriarReport.com, being manned by Bill Needleman.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Phil, I just want to confirm, when you said Armchair Piper got it, that's the prime numbers? Okay, here we go. Armchair Piper has guessed correctly and won the gift card. Congratulations to Armchair Piper. Congratulations to Dan Lopez. A huge thank you to Phil at BriarReport.com and BriarReport.org. And a very, very huge thank you to Professor Walker from WPCPipes.com. Prof, I am so sorry that your computer would not cooperate to get you on the show with us today, but this guy right here is a pretty good fill-in. I mean, you know, hey, when we woke up this morning, Chad, did you think, you know what I want to do today? I want to smoke a pipe, turn the camera on, and be the sidekick for this goofball Padre Piper, because I just got a feeling Walker ain't showing up for work today. Did that even cross your mind?
No, my whole goal was just waking up today. That was about,
you know, goals. A man's got to have goals in life, and you woke up. So congratulations. That's good stuff.
Let me speak for the entire YTPC out of place in saying congratulations to you on your channel, the history of it, where it's going, what it's becoming. And you've been a joy, at least to me. I would imagine for a lot of other people, or you wouldn't have 1 million minutes. It's been a pleasure to watch you and follow you all this time. I just want to say thanks for this. Thanks to Professor Walker for joining in. Thanks to Phil for participating. Congrats.
You are too kind, sir. Thank you for those kind words. And I'll let Professor Walker chime in on the chats, but I too am very appreciative of him. You know, when I went to him and said, would you help? I mean, without hesitation, he said, yes. And he started making a pipe and then started sending me pictures as it was progressing. He is a stand-up guy. I'm very, so appreciative of his friendship. And Chad, of everybody in this community, you're such wonderful folks. And I thank y'all for being subscribers. I thank y'all for being friends. Such a diversity of folks here that you would let even little old me, who's just a goofball wearing a collar, smoking a pipe, and, you know, y'all even let the priest in the club. So thank you. And once in a while, you even watch your language out of respect for me, not knowing that I'm probably the biggest abuser of dropping the wrong words at the wrong time. So I, too, am a sinner.
And the rest of you have you have Padre to blame for me making videos. The first video I made was VR to your what do you want to be when you grow up?
Really? So that wasn't even my 1,000 sub. That was like way before. That was wow. Yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up, and how did you turn out, and all that stuff? And oh my goodness. Wow. I think I knew that about you and had forgotten. I hadn't filed that away. And it's so cool to hear those kinds of stories that, for better or for worse, that's the influence I've had on your life. It's like Ghost Cobb. Ghost Cobb tells me one day, you were my first subscriber. And I'm like, was I? And that's cool too. It's always good to be somebody's first. This is, all right. Dan Lopez says, amen. I don't know what, we must have been praying. Did you say a prayer?
Maybe silently.
That's just a silent prayer. He's saying amen to something. Professor Walker, we will get you back on here one day for real soon, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and just change gears for the last few minutes we're together. I'm going to ask you, Mr. Yardism, tell me about your Thanksgiving plans.
Well, I plan on breaking California law and going forward with a regular Thanksgiving just like I would have any other time. So we're going to be going to my sister-in-law's house and enjoying each other's company and fellowship and talking about what we're thankful for.
Wonderful. And what is the law in California, by the way?
Oh, you probably would have to do another 2-hour live stream for me to go over that.
It's that convoluted, and yeah. So, like, basically, if 2 or 3 of you are getting together and you're not from the same household, you've probably already broken the law.
Yeah, you're supposed to be outside, wearing masks, socially distancing, eating out of individually prepared containers, to bring your own food. It gets deep, and by deep, I think you know where I'm going with that.
It's my goodness, I don't know what to say. Let me ask you this, Chad. Have you been to the grocery store to get the stuff you need for your Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, yes, we have our groceries delivered, actually, so
okay.
I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, we're all set up.
How's the toilet paper situation?
In my house, it's a very vital thing, and we're okay.
Because I'm seeing this in social media. I have not seen it on the shelves where I am, but apparently people are starting to hoard the toilet paper again. And I'm just wondering if that is just a local thing here, although, like I said, I've not seen it here. In fact, I was at the Dollar Tree today, because that's where I buy my lighters, and they had plenty of toilet paper on the shelves. So, but apparently I was reading on Facebook, people are hoarding it again, and some of the shelves are empty. I'm just wondering if in the Yardism household, if that's been an issue.
Not yet, but I have seen different people posting things about that from all over the country. So,
yeah, it's we're crazy. Americans are just absolutely insane. This is a respiratory virus, not a stomach virus. But hoarding the toilet paper makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And if worse comes to worse, I can just get Phil to send me an email, and I'll have like a 3-week supply of paper.
Isn't that the truth? And I don't pay attention well enough for these long emails. So I have to sit myself down and go, oh, Phil, I'm going to write you back after I've got 20 minutes to focus and a whole pot of coffee in me, Oh my goodness. Well, listen, this has been a fun time. Professor Walker is still with us. He just texted out here, unless you're eating at an exclusive French restaurant, then it's okay. I do believe the professor is taking a shot at your beloved governor.
You put the wrong adjective in front of him, but yes, yeah.
Wait, that's not your governor. That's his governor, right?
It is.
You're
It's
in
my
where?
governor too.
You're where?
I'm in San Jose, California.
Okay, so you do have the same governor. Okay, wonderful. All right. And listen, I heard recently that he had put out a press release stating that part of the problem with all the forest fires was pipe smokers. Is there any truth to him saying that?
It wouldn't surprise me if he did say something like that.
I'm totally stirring it.
If he just went into his restroom and looked in the mirror.
Oh my goodness. So, okay, SoCal, baby. That's what Professor Walker says. And there is a little rivalry between Southern California and Northern California, right?
A very strange rivalry. Yes.
Would you say the saner people are in the northern part of the state or the southern part of the state?
I would say the northeastern part of the state probably has the monopoly on sanity.
Okay. Is that where you happen to live?
No. That's where there are no big cities up there.
No big cities. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Where did you say you were? San Jose?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And Professor Walker is where?
I think he's down around L.A., I believe.
We're going to let him chime in on this in a moment. Of course, if it's L.A., he can't tell us because the A doesn't work on his keyboard. So we're going to get a text in a moment that's going to say that he lives in L.
Yeah.
He doesn't even want to answer this. Oh, VJS79 says, me and Walker are Southsiders. Orange County. He didn't need an A for that. Oh my goodness. Too much. Listen, we are coming up on 5 minutes before the top of the hour, and I am going to have to start to wrap this up. I have thoroughly enjoyed the time together. Chad, you are an awesome dude to step up and fill in for Professor Walker. You and I need to do this again. One of my goals, I may not get to it till the first of the year. Things start to settle down a little bit in my life, but I want to get back to doing Padre and Pals. I've done one of those. I need to do more. I need to work out the audio thing, obviously, so this was a good test run for that. So, Chad, I want to ask you in front of the 10s and 12s of people who are online with us right now to commit that you will come back on and do Padre and Pals with me.
Whenever you so choose, I will be more than happy.
All right, we have it. It's now forever captured that he can't turn me down on this. Professor Walker, the same goes for you. When you get your A working again on the keyboard, we're going to get you back on here, and we're going to do a Padre and Pals together. There's so many fine folks in the community, and several that I've reached out to who have said, absolutely, I want to do it. So I've got this list brewing. I just need to make the time to do it, and I would really, and this is something that maybe the community can help me with. I would love to have Phil.
Me too.
Phil, as in Briar Report, Phil, as a guest on Padre and Pals. But the guy refuses to do anything audio or video. He's definitely a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. He's probably just cut me off. I think he just left. He's like, I'm not even going to play along with him anymore. He's not saying anything. Professor Walker says, refused to recognize my camera. Now he's making more technological reasons. It has nothing to do with the letter A. Because what I can see there is camera has an A in it. Phil says it's not going to happen. He refuses to come on Padre and Pals. I'm not going to take it personally because he won't come on anybody's show. He won't even make his own videos. But we will, for Professor Walker, not to worry, we'll get you back on here. We'll do this another time. My sincerest thanks to you, my friend, for that beautiful pipe. And I know Mr. Dan Lopez is going to thoroughly enjoy it. And I hope that he's willing to go to YouTube or somewhere in social media and let us see how the pipe fits him. He can take some video or some pictures of himself enjoying it and putting it out there for the rest of us to enjoy. We have Over a Pipe with us. And he says, look, no one has had more technical difficulties than me. I was thinking of you when I couldn't get the sound working. And I didn't want to say, like, hey, I feel like over a pipe. Because you do a fantastic show, brother. You've got more moving parts and pieces, and I don't know how you pull it off without a producer. So, good job. Good for you. Again, Chad, thank you for joining us. Professor Walker, thank you for joining us in the manner that you did. Thank you for the beautiful pipe that you created and donated. Thank you to Phil at Briar Report. Shout out to everybody who's been online with us, and we're going to go ahead and call this and say congratulations to Dan Lopez on winning the grand prize. Congratulations to Armchair Piper for even knowing what a prime number is, because I don't know. Did I ever tell you I went to public school? Prime number. Prime number. And just looking to see if I missed any important notices here. It doesn't. It looks like Badger Ash is with us. That's a new name I hadn't seen up there since we checked in. Monty Piper. Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure, but again, it's 1 minute to 5, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. On behalf of Briar Report and Phil, on behalf of WPCPipes.com and Professor Walker, on behalf of the Yardism channel, and this guy right here who is a wonderful fill-in for Professor Walker, this is Padre, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings. Y'all have a great and blessed Thanksgiving.